So we are still facing the same issue as we were facing last week with Nordigen, which is now GoCardless. And we made a lot of checks yesterday with Shivam. Yesterday was Sunday, I didn't record any video, unfortunately, so that will be an update of both days, today and yesterday. And so I've met with Shivam yesterday to check whether or not the errors are on our side or they're on their side, because so far we were quite sure that those errors appear on our side because we've been changing quite a lot of stuff in the mobile and web application after getting feedback from our users. And so we were sure for past 2 weeks that all of those errors on our side, but now we know they're not. And so I sent an email yesterday afternoon to Nordigen to tell them, I recorded the video, I told them what's going on, I showed them how it works and that it doesn't, that sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and that it's not really reliable connection as it was for the past 8 months, as we've been using that service for past few months already. And it's been working quite okay. At the beginning we had some issues, but those were fixed, and then since then we didn't have any problems until 2-3 weeks ago, when I guess they made some changes after Nordigen has been bought by GoCardless. So they made some changes, they didn't inform us about those changes. We're supposed to call different endpoints. We weren't calling different endpoints because no one told us that we need to call different endpoints. And a week ago we managed to go to the website and it appeared completely different website than so far, because we were connecting to the Nordigen website. Now when we went to the Nordigen website, it got us to GoCardless website, and the new documentation was saying, oh, you actually need to call a completely different endpoint. Thank you very much for letting us know. We just wasted a few weeks of our lives for checking that. But then we started calling the new endpoint, and that new endpoint doesn't really work correctly, so we wasted another week of checking why. Is it our fault? Is it their fault? We had back and forth with them, and now again we're waiting. I'm waiting really for their response. Everything else on the mobile side has been merged today, so I managed to connect all of the code from what we have been developing for the past month. So yeah, so that's right now we are just literally waiting for that connection to start working, so we can start onboarding the users again and run it with it, I would say. So that was that. Except of that, yesterday I had a meeting with a potential co-founder and CTO. I've sent him all of the documents, like pitch deck. I've sent him the white paper as well. We had 15 minutes conversation, just the introduction, see whether or not we are fitting to each other, I would say. And then I told him that after he will read all of the documents and when he will have more questions after all of those events, then we can meet again, the latest at the end of the next week, as this is the time as well for me to meet with Christina, the other co-founder, from the law perspective. So yeah, so we'll see whether those two are a great fit. Well, I know Christina is, because I had already with her a quite long conversation about the goals and everything else, how do we see it, and I know we aligned with each other in terms of that. After 15 minutes yesterday, well, a little bit longer, I know that he has a lot of experience, which is one of the most important parts, because we are building quite complicated system, and he has relevant experience in the area that is necessary. That's why really I contacted him in the first place. So that's good. We obviously need to have 1 or 2 or 3 even more conversations about how we see going forward, how he's working, how am I working, and just maybe start working together slowly, step by step, and then we can eventually go full on with it. Because that's the time, I guess, right now where I need to grab those people who are going to help me run the business properly going forward. I won't have really time to do all of the stuff by myself, and so I just need to find the things that I can do and no one else is able to. That was one of the advice of the people I've been talking to over the past month, and it's one of the, I think, the best advices I got. So yeah, today, usual Monday, meetings with the team, sending invitations on LinkedIn to angel investors. I didn't send any messages today. I will start sending them from tomorrow. And yeah, I actually found quite a lot of good angel investors that I haven't seen somehow before, and so I've started inviting them, like I said, and tomorrow I'm gonna smash it, I would say. Yeah, and I think that will be it for today. Thank you very much, and as always, I see you tomorrow. Goodbye.